In goal, Balde, Christensen, Koundé and Joao Cancelo in the back line. The midfield, a trio of Oriol Romeu, Gavi and Frenkie de Jong. Up top, Joao Felix, Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. In goal, the Portuguese get the start between the sticks. Bellerin, Bartra, Riyad and Miranda in a Barca-heavy defence for Real Betis. Altamira and Roca come in as the two pivots. Luis Henrique, Isco and Jose Perez support these accordingly. Well, taken inside by Joao Cancelo. That inside position, something we saw a lot from him at Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. He's come back out to him. He might have a go from here. Joao Cancelo over the top. He might need to help Bellerin. This is held up by Jose Perez. Willian Jose gives up the chase, now gets it delivered on a silver platter for him. Luis Henrique might line up the shot here. It's a narrow angle, but it's just wide by a matter of centimetres from Luis Henrique, the best chance.
In two lines to receive the ball. If he has to receive it from the centre backs, he will do.
This ball falls loose and it's blasted into the side netting by Jose Perez. Halfway through the first half, it's still 0-0 between Barcelona and Betis. It's got all of the intensity that we expected from this opening spell. Here's Oriol Romeu, plays that in. That is a good ball. It was struck first time, maybe second time around. Joao Felix will find the net from an impossible angle, and that is the Joao factor. The Portuguese scores at the Olympic Stadium. The most alert of a loose ball after his initial attempt was blocked. Joao Felix scores and it's Barcelona 1, Real Betis 0.
That was a fantastic ball to the box, but it was all made by Joao Felix. It was fantastic. First touch and then the second touch and then shooting to goal basically with no angle. Well, everything was done by Joao Felix. We can see Barcelona recovering the ball from Oriol Romeu. Good movement, anticipating to Bellerin, and that is what he did. First touch, fantastic finish. So well done by Joao Felix.
It looks as if it wasn't even blocked first time. It was just mishit by Joao Felix, and it proved to be perfect control as he sliced the ball. He had just enough of an angle to turn that inside the post. He rounds Rui Silva, his fellow Portuguese, and finishes off to hand Barca the lead.
Well, normally you finish this.
The referee not paying much attention to that.
Well, complaining about an elbow. Here.
And that's a shot wide from just outside the area. Real Betis getting closer to causing problems for Marc-Andre. Left-hand side at times. He's across that central channel. Now shows for it in a little bit of space. Lovely back heel there. Lewandowski, that's two. Lewandowski is provided with a sublime assist, and he doesn't disappoint with his finish. 2-0 to Barcelona, and that was simply brilliant. Direct, precise, a through ball that presents one of the best strikers in world football with an unstoppable opportunity. Barca 2, Betis 0. That connection seems to be working up top.
And the finishing is fantastic because he had no big angle to finish. Gets it, the ball is fantastic. And again, the same combination as a few minutes before, Joao Felix to Robert Lewandowski, and now Joao Felix didn't touch the ball, just let it pass, and Lewandowski finishes fantastic. I think he was aiming to the right part of the goal and put it into the left, so nothing to do for Rui Silva. So great piece of play of Joao Felix mainly, and good finish from Robert Lewandowski.
Well, the irony is Joao Felix will not get an assist to his name for that, but he played such a massive part in letting Christensen's pass go through. It ended up being perfectly weighted for Lewandowski.
Keep looking into Rui Silva's feet.
All right, just under 5 minutes to go before the intervals. Luis Henrique fails to get past Joao Felix. He's had a couple of successful challenges as well, the Portuguese, and now he's setting off on a run through the middle. He's got Ferran Torres alongside him. He's going to come over here to Lewandowski, and that's a nightmare for any defence. A loose ball falling into the park. Worry about.
It's unbelievable the amount of defensive work that Gavi is doing. I mean, it's crazy. He was covering so many balls.
This one played in, that's a good hit, and that's an even better save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. So we'll get another corner here. Played short and low, now Isco. Oh, he completely fluffs that delivery in. And that creates some danger for Betis, because going forward is Joao Felix. He sights his options either side, plays to Ferran Torres, who has to pause slightly. It's back to Joao Felix. Rui Silva makes a save of his own. And finally, players called back. It looks as if Ferran Torres was offside off the shot from... Here's Isco. Outswinger from Isco, headed down, it goes loose, and nobody can quite turn that across the line. Chari Riyad is caught offside.
They might be checking some possible penalty, handball of a Barcelona player.
Marc Roca was right up there with the referee.
I don't know, we're checking. It was Marc Bartra, the one that he possibly touched the ball with his hand.
Well, we reach half-time at the Olympic Stadium. It's very much a maverick, and he offers that something that's a little bit different. He also knows these Barca players, he knows their movements in defence. Here comes an chance for Barcelona, and it's Ferran Torres there with a pass inside to Frenkie de Jong. Gavi opens up play. Here's Joao Felix, he keeps the move going apace. Lewandowski waits for the cavalry to arrive. It does so in the form of Ferran Torres, and his shot is off target. Before leaving for Mexico. Maybe just lacking a little bit in the midfield today, Betis, as this ball ricochets around. It's come to Gavi, tries to clip that in. Here's Balde. Balde tries to take it round the goalkeeper, and it's scuffed into the net. But the offside flag is raised on the far side against Joao Felix.
Well, I don't know if he's...
And he has remained away from the scene of the free kick. Lewandowski's a candidate to take this. We've seen him send some absolute rockets from this distance. Ferran Torres, though, wants the free kick. It's Ferran Torres who takes it, sends it through the wall and into the net. 3-0 to Barcelona. Ferran Torres, he's talked about his mindset. There's a player who is full of confidence. He knew exactly where he wanted to place that, puts it through the wall. And Ferran Torres adds to the advantage for Barcelona. It's Barca 3, Betis 0, just past the hour mark at the Olympic Stadium.
Well, I tell you, Duncan is in a great moment of form, and he's been working mentally also, so it's very important for footballers, not only thinking of football, also thinking in situations, and sometimes it has to do with this, to be positive every time that you take a shot, every time that you make a dribble, and believe that you're going to succeed. So this is something that Ferran has been working on, and well, you can see what happens when the things are flowing and they're going well. So fantastic free kick taken by Ferran, and not only the free kick, we said that he scored 2 goals with the national team in the past FIFA window, so he's in a great moment of his career.
Frenkie de Jong.
Well, Frenkie de Jong, who's been more defensive today, doesn't need to go so much forward in this game. There's been a lot of players offensively doing the job. We see Lamine Yamal that by playing on this side, he has to play more 1-2s.
Well, there's a low drive. Goal number 4 for Barcelona. Rafinha has come on. One of his first touches is to add to the scoring, and Barca are running riot now against a Real Betis side who'd offered resistance in the first half, but have fallen by the wayside in the second. Rafinha makes it 4-0.
Well, this is the advantage of the left-footed players playing on the right. It can be Rafinha, it can be Lamine Yamal. In this case, it was Rafinha, received the ball, put the ball to his natural foot, and fantastic finish to the near post. So, well, we can say now, Duncan, that Barcelona have a lot of wingers of different kind of players. So, and all of them very well talented. So, fantastic strike from Rafinha across the goal. Nothing to do for the goalkeeper, and that's 4-0 is basically what we've seen on the pitch. Barcelona being very superior to Real Betis.
Another lovely hit out of the reach of Fran Vietes. So many would have tried to strike it past him on his right side. Rafinha goes all the way across the body of the defender and tucks it inside the... Over on the left side of the area, a little backhill. There's some space for a shot here as that one was always rising. It goes over from Abde. More than anything, just keeping players forward after the attack. Lewandowski. Here's Cancelo over on the right-hand side. Takes on his man. Oh, turns him inside out. There's the strike. Joao Cancelo scores for Barcelona. With a point to the badge. Joao Cancelo, one of the danger men today, gets the goal he deserves. He almost went coast to coast. And he provides the finish after sending the defender to the shops. Lovely finish from Joao Cancelo. Off an energetic run. Barcelona now 5 goals to the good against Betis.
At the time that he was playing for Man City, Duncan, as a right back, he was definitely one of the best right backs in football at that time. And he can show us again how was that possible. He goes forward, he was looking at the situation, just dummy, he comes inside, instead of hitting with the left foot, he can, because he's got quality also on his left foot, he decided to go back to his right. There is a bounce in front of the goalkeeper, that's true, but the maneuver, the movement, the skills are fantastic. So, well, what a player. I think they asking, the two Joaos are adding so much to this team that, well, we'll see where Barcelona will go from now on with them.
Well, it has been quite the show. Joao Cancelo has been a big part